The average weight of class of 19 students is 31.5 kgs. Later it was found that the weight of 3 students were wrongly taken as 28, 22, 15 in place of 27, 31, 26 respectively. What is the original average weight of the class? What is the already average mentioned in the question? When you are asked to calculate original average, to this we need to make changes. You need to add or subtract something, correct? Okay. 3 numbers mentioned here are 28, 22, 15 in place of some other numbers. So what are original numbers? First numbers or second numbers? Second are original numbers, correct? 27, 31. 58, 58, 26. Come on. 84 is the actual number. In place of 84, they started taking 28 plus 22. 50 plus 15. So in place of 84, if they started taking 65, are they taking more number or the less number? Then to make it correct, do we have to add or subtract? How much we have to add? Difference only? How much is the difference? Can we directly add 19 to 31.5? Why? Because we need to calculate average. 31.5 is average, but 19 is just a number, should be converted to average for how many students? Answer 32.5. That's it. Yes. Matladali. A shopkeeper sells 2 books at the same price. So what is equal here? Selling price equal. One book is sold at 28% loss, the other is sold at 12.5% profit. What is the net profit or loss percentage? Up to 2 decimals. Okay, right. So now we need to know how much is cost price and how much is selling price of both the items. Agreed? Come on. Now first book is sold at a loss of 28%. I'll take cost price as 100, selling price becomes 72 only. Agreed? And what's your condition? Which prices are equal? So other selling price also must be 72 only. Agreed? Now tell me, on the other item what happened? 12.5% profit. Can you tell me 12.5% in fractional form? 1 by 8. So denominator must be 8. If the cost price is 8 parts, selling price must be 9 parts. Then only there will be a profit of 12.5%. Agreed? In our case, 9 parts is equal to 72. 9 how many times? 8 parts? 60. Right. So now what is total cost price? Total selling price? 144. What is made? Profit or loss? Come on. Look at your options. How many are there? 2 are there. If there is only one, you don't have to convert. Last lo ఒకటే ఉండి 3 profit లో ఉంటే ఆన్సర్ అయిపోయింది కదా, చేయక్కర్లేదు కదా మనం. Now we need to calculate how much is loss made. 20 upon 164 percentage into, and you know that answer can never be second and fourth, correct? First option is nearby 12, the second is nearby 20. Nearby 20, yes. What is 10% of the denominator? Numerator is how much more? Approximately 4. So it will be nearby 10% or 20%? Answer. First. Yes. PQ is a diameter of a circle. RS are points on the opposite side of the diameter PQ, such that PRS 32. Okay. There is a circle. Yes. PQ is the diameter. R and S are 2 points. They are on opposite side of the diameter. So one side I'll take R, the other side I'll take S. Such that PRS is 32. PRS. Angle is 32 degrees. T is a point on the minor arc SQ. This is SQ. This is arc only. On this there is a point which is T. I'll take T here. Find the measure of STQ. STQ. This angle. Correct? Right. Now what do I do is, here using these points P, R, S, T, Q, can we make any cyclic quadrilateral where this is included? Because you need to find out that particular angle, you need to make sure that is present and try to make any cyclic quadrilateral. Is that okay? Can you make? Come on. Where? S, R, Q, T. That's a cyclic quadrilateral. So now I will consider that cyclic quadrilateral by joining R and Q. Yes? Now when you consider this particular triangle, here angle at RPRS is 32 degrees. Can you tell me what must be the angle at SRQ? 90 minus 32? Because here it forms a right angle triangle, right? So how much is that? 58 degrees. And when you look at PRSTQ, that's a cyclic quadrilateral, sum of opposite angles must be, then angle at T must be 180 minus 58 degrees only. Answer. Fourth option. Next. Done? 15 men can complete a work in 12 days working 8 hours a day. In how many days can 25 men working 16 hours a day complete 66 2 by 3% of the same work? 66 2 by 3%. Fractional form. 2 by 3. What's the denominator? So I'll start taking the original work is 3. Is that okay? Now 2/3 should be done. 2/3 of 3 parts. 2 parts. Are you okay? So we need to use MDH by W. First case, how many men are there? 15. How many days? 12. How many hours? 8. What's the total work? 3. Now how many parts of work they need to do? 2. 66 2 by 3%. Correct? How many men are there? 25. And days we have to calculate. And how many hours? 16. 2. 8 times. 8 gets cancelled. 3. 5 times. 5. 5 times. D is equal to 12 by 5, which is 2.4 days. Next. In which month the second least number of tourists had visited the island? Is there enough, right? No calculation is required. An amount of 21,840 is distributed among ABC in the ratio 4:36. What is the difference between 33 1 by 3%, which is 1/3, right? Of B's share, 50% of C's share. Am I right? Now, total how many parts we have? 4, 3, 6, 13 parts. Correct? Out of 13 parts, 1/3 of B's share. What is 1/3 of 3 parts? 1 part. 50% of C. 3 parts. And we were asked to calculate difference between, right? Difference between 1 part and 3 parts. So finally we were asked to calculate 2/13 of 21,840. Correct? Matladali. Right. So now, we'll do one thing. 80643 by 13. Am I right? Yes. 43 by 13. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Come on. How many options are there? How many options are there? Now it is enough to verify last digit? as you have 0 here, you'll get definitely 0. 3 into which number ends with 8? 3 into which number ends with 8? So answer must start with 3 and should end with 60. Next, find the value of something something. Okay. Now, tan theta, we can write as sin theta by cos theta. Cos theta in denominator and the other cos theta gets cancelled. How much is left? 3 sin theta minus 4 sin square theta 1 by cosecant square theta. That can be written as sin theta. Yes. How much is this entire value? 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. This can be written as sin 3 theta. How much is theta value? Come on. So sin 3 theta in the sense sin 45. How much is that? 1 by root 2. Second option. Yes. The simple interest on a sum of 12.5% for 3 years is 1350, while the compound interest on the same sum of money at the end of 2 years at R% per annum compounded annually is 521.64. What is the value of R? Okay. At the rate of 12.5% for 3 years, simple interest is 1350 only? Come on. For 3 years, if the simple interest is 1350, for 1 year? For 1 year? 450. Am I right? So 450 is simple interest for 1 year, which is what percent? 12.5%. Can I write it as 1/8? So 1/8 of the principal is 450 only. From this principal P is equal to 8 times of 450. How do you get 8 times? 10 times minus 2 times. 10 times 4,500 minus 2 times of 450. 4,500 minus 900. 3,000. That's the principal. Right. Now, for 2 years at the rate of R%, compound interest is 521.64%. Agreed? Come on. Now, if rate of interest is X% per annum, compound interest for the first year, how much it would be? Amma? For 2 years, what is simple interest? 2x. For 2 years, what would be the compound interest? Is it, question. Is it exactly 2x% or more than 2x or less than 2x? More than? 2x. You know that point, right? Yes, that is enough to answer this question. How much is interest obtained here? Which is compound interest for 2 years? Yes. Let me identify 521.64 as a percentage with respect to 3,600. Okay. I don't use this step. In fact, I'll write the numbers and then try to calculate. Finally, we need to get 521, right? What is 10%? 360. What is 5%? What is 15%? 540. But how much is interest mentioned over there? 521. That means that interest is definitely less than 15%. Come on. Compound interest for 2 years is less than 15%. Then for 1 year it would be less than half of that number. Less than half of 15%. Correct. How much is half of 15? Answer must be less than half of that. Answer must be near about that number. Look at your options and tell me what is the answer. 5 etlaitadi? 5 antunavu nee bonda nuvu. If rate of interest per annum, if it is 10% for 2 years, that is little bit more than 20 only. I know it is exact 21%, but close to 20, right? If it is 20% per annum, 44%, right? Double in the sense, nearby 40 only. Like that, for 2 years, if it is 15%, for 1 year, it should be less than half of the number, but should be close to this number, right? Am I right? So answer. Yes. Got it? I don't want to actually solve and get the answer. 5 eliminate చేయటం ఇంకా ఈజీ మీకు. 5% plus 5% plus 5 square by 100, 10.25% kada adi. Very close to 10%, but our number is very close to 15. So answer should be less than half of that number. You got the point? Yes, when you look at this, x cube and denominator x cube values are there. Yes? When you look at these numbers, 27 and 125, they can be written as cube values. 27, which cube? 3x whole cube. Next, minus 5 by x whole cube. So, in our original number also, I need to find 3 powers and 5 powers. Which powers? And 5 powers. Why 3 and 5? Because our question is having 3x whole cube, 5 by x whole cube. Yes? And I want only 3 and 5 powers. It may be square or cube or whatever it is. Yes? 9, 25. So it is in the form of square only. But when you have 5, denominator should be x, right? Look at our question. 3x cube minus 5x, 5 by x in the denominator x raval kada. Matladali. So when you have 25 here in the denominator, what should be there? X or x square or x cube? X square. So in order to have x square here, what should I do? Take x square common, left hand side. Yes? That becomes 9x square minus 79 plus 25 by x square is equal to 0. Minus 79, we can take that to the other side. Now we can write this 9x square as 3x whole square plus 25 by x square. Third term I am writing it as 5 by x whole square is equal to 79. Now to this left hand side, as it is in the form of a square plus b square, you can convert that to a plus b whole square, or you can convert it to a minus b whole square also. Yes or no? Now you need to read your question. Is that in the form of plus or minus? If it is minus, you should treat it as a minus b whole square form only. So now 3x whole square plus 5 by x whole square. To convert into a square plus b square from a minus b whole square, what is that you need to add? Minus 2 3x into 5 by x. The same we should even add in the right hand side also. Matladali. X gets cancelled. How much is that? 3 into 2 into 5? 30. Already we have 79 minus 30. What is that? 49. Left hand side 3x minus 5 by x whole square is equal to 49. Then what is 3x minus 5 by x? 3x minus 5 by x value. Come on. Now we have cube value, right? So what I will do is I will simply take cube of this value. Okay. 7 cube. 343. A minus b whole cube formula. A cube, that is 3x cube, right? 27 x cube minus b cube 5 by x whole cube 125 by x cube minus 3 a b into a minus b. What is a minus b value? Come on, 7. X gets cancelled. 3 into 3. 9 into 5. 45 7 times. Take 50 times minus 5 times. 50 times of 7, 350. 5 times 35. 350 minus 35, 315. 315. Minus or plus? Take that to left hand side. That becomes plus. Then 27 x cube minus 125 by x cube is equal to 343 plus 315. Answer must end with 8. 658. Over. Come on, come on, come on. Right. So we can go for substitution here. Instead of solving the equation, can we go with substitution? What could be the x value here? Amma? 5. Just substitute. 5 square, 25. Plus 25 by 25. Answer, 26. Substitution is the best to approach. Come on. From extreme under root values, right? Extreme circles. Avuna? Come on. 83 by 5. 43 by 5. Divided by 43 by 4. Divided by 43 by 4 can be written as into 4 by 43. How much is this value? 4 by? 4 by? Okay. This value is 4 by 5. 3 by 4. 15 by 4 into 4 by? How much is that? This value is equal to 3. 4 and a half plus 3. 4 and a half plus 3. 7 and a half, right? Yes. Plus 12 and a half. 9 by 2 దేనికమ్మా ఇంకా మీ బొంద మీరు 4 and a half కి 3 యాడ్ చేయటమే కదా మళ్ళీ దాన్ని మిక్స్డ్ ఫ్రాక్షన్లో కన్వర్ట్ చేసి మళ్ళీ అవసరమా అదంతా 4 and a half plus 3 7 and a half plus 12 and a half అయిపోయింది 20 done. A shopkeeper marks up a product by 33 1/3% marks up. That means market price is above the cost price. Am I right? 33 1/3%. That means what fractional part? 1 by? So cost price must be 3 parts. Denominator. Market price must be 4 parts. Agreed? Yes. Continue. And sells it after a discount of 62/3%. What do you mean by 62/3% fractional form? 62/3% fractional form. 1/15th. Am I right? So discount is always calculated on market price. And what's the denominator you said? 15. So market price must be a multiple of 15. So I'll multiply everything with 15 now. So cost price is, tell me, 45. Market price is 60. How much discount is offered? 1/15th you said. 1/15th of 60. 4. Come on. Then what is the selling price? 50. 6 parts. Agreed. Continue. Continue. With a gain of 105.6. How much is cost price? 45. Selling price 56. Gain 11 parts, which is equal to 105.6. From that, 1 part is equal to 105.6 divided by 11. That is 1 part value. 1 part value. What's the question? What will be the selling price of the product if it is sold at a loss of 197.5? So now you need to know cost price, right? Cost price is equal to 45 parts. 1 part into 45. Matladali. 11. 9.6 times into 45. How do you get 45 times? 50 times minus 5 times. What is 100 times of 9.6? 50 times 480. 5 times 48. 45 times in the sense difference only? 432. Correct. How much is cost price? 432. Now we were asked to calculate selling price when there is a profit or loss. How much loss? Amma? Then selling price must be equal to this value minus 197.5 only. Instead of 197, can you subtract 200 and add 2.5 later? Subtract 2.5. Subtract 200. 232. Add 2.5 later. 234. 0.5, third option. Otherwise you can go with last digit verification. Already 2 we have. To that if you add 2.5, answer must end with 4.5. And there is only 1. Next. Had the product Q been sold at profit of 125 instead of the given profit, what would have been the percentage of discount offered? Okay, product Q. Product Q. Selling price, they mentioned it as 25% of this number. So what is the selling price here? 25%, half and half. Come on. 450. On product Q, what percent profit is made? 20%. Then cost price, if it is 100%, selling price becomes 120%. Cost price to selling price, they both are in the ratio 5:6. Come on. Then 5 parts must be equal to 375 only. Correct? And what is the market price here? 40%. So market price is above the cost price by 40%. 10% double. Correct? What is 10%? 37.5. Double. 75. Double. 150. 150 more, right? Then market price becomes 525. Clear? Clear? Now read the data. Had the product Q been sold at a profit of 125, what is cost price? What is cost price? But in the data it is mentioned that selling price was 450, but in the question it is given that we need to get a profit of 125. What must be the new selling price? What must be the new selling price? To this we have to add 125, right? How much is that? 500. Now what is the question? What would be the percentage of discount? What is market price? 525. Selling price? 500. How much discount is offered? Amma? 25. Upon 525. Percentage? This is what the discount percent? Matladali. What is 10% of the denominator? Our numerator is definitely less than that. What is 5%? 26 point something. Our numerator is even less. So answer must be approximately 5%, but more than 5 or less than 5? Look at your options. Look at your options. 4.76 first option. Approximately 5 but less than that. Got it? In a triangle PQR, angle at Q is 90 degrees. Okay. Angle at Q 90. Okay. PQR. This is 90. PQ is 9. QR is 12. PR is... Hey, how can it... Not possible, right? It has to be 15. Probably it would be 15. Okay, na Pythagoras triplet amma. Danlo question ledhu inka. Okay, 3:4:5 form avvali kada. 3, 4, 5 ena? What is the value of tan R? Tan R plus secant R minus 2 cot P. Right, tangent at R. Opposite side by adjacent side? 9 by 12 plus secant R. Come on. 15 by 12 minus 2. It is not cot R. If it is cot R, definitely we can write it as 12 by 9. Cot P. Now it is the opposite end, right? So we should take 9 by 12 only. Tan P is 12 by 9. Tan P is 12 by 9. Cot P is 9 by 12. Correct? 2 times of negative 9 by 12 we have. 1 positive 9 by 12 we have. 1 gets cancelled. Finally you can write as 15 by 2 minus 9 by 12. Correct? You can simplify this. Oh, sorry. 15 by 12. Agreed. Yes. 6 by 12, 0.5. First option. Got it? In a triangle PQR, S lies on PQ and points T and U lie on QR, such that SU parallel to PR. Triangle PQR, S lies on PQ, here it is S, points T and U lie on Q and R. Somewhere here you'll have T and then U. SU parallel to PR. SU parallel to PR. Let me represent with one different color. PR and SU both are parallel. Agreed? Next, ST parallel to PU. ST, this fellow, is parallel to PU. This fellow. Yes? Okay. Next, QT is equal to 8. This fellow is 8. UR is 6. Here it is 6. Length of TU, this gap. We were asked to calculate this gap. Avuna. Now I will consider two triangles. P, Q, U. This is 8 and this is X. Agreed? Again I will take the entire circle. Entire triangle. Total triangle. P, Q, R, S here and then U here. You already taken, right? Yes. Now I will take SU parallel to PR. Correct? Q and U. Q and U. This is the distance, right? How much is that? 8 plus X. How much is UR? 6. Now, in first triangle and in the second triangle, when you take QS by SP. What is that I am taking? QS by SP. Correct? QS. Look at this triangle. QS. What is base value? Base value T. Yes. SP. Base value X. 8 by X. Now QS by SB. QS. Base value 8 plus X by 6. And we need to calculate X value, right? Instead of solving that equation, can you go and verify options? Matladali. X must be a factor of 8. X is in the denominator, right? X must be factor of 8. Now, look at options. How many factors for 8 we have? Either 2 or 4. Yes? Substitute either 2 or 4 and then solve. When you substitute 2 here, 8 by 2, 4. 8 plus 2, 10 by 6, satisfies? If not 2, it has to be, that's it. Otherwise you can go and substitute, you will get the answer. Okay. If one of the angle of a triangle is 68, then angle between the bisectors of other two angles, right? Angular bisector. In center, right? One of the angle is 68. Angular bisector of other two. They both meet at what? Where? In center kada dinanedi. Angular bisector. How much is that? 90 plus half of the opposite angle. Correct? Opposite angle, half of that 34. 90 plus 34, 124. Yes. The average selling price of RST. Can you do it? RST, average selling price adigaru. RST. 17 and half plus 12 and half. 30. 30 plus 15. 45. Percentage. 45 into 1% value. 18. Average by 3. Am I right? 3. 15 times. Answer 270. If 8-digit number is divisible by 72, then what is the value of 8a minus 3b? Okay. If it is divisible by 72, it has to be divisible by 9 as well as 8. Correct. 8 divisibility rule. Last 3 digits are 0, 7, and there has to be some number here, right? In hundreds place 0 is there. 70s, in 70s there is only one 7 multiple. What is that? 72. So in place of B, you have to write only matladandi 2. If B is equal to 2, let me write 2 here. 9 multiplication rule. Sum of digits must be 9, right? 7 plus 2, 9. 2 plus 3 plus 4, 2 plus 3 plus 4, remaining values 8 and A. So what must be the value of A so that when it is added to 8 it becomes a 9 multiple? Come on. Now we were asked to calculate 8A minus 3B. 8 minus 6. Answer 2. That's it. See, when you are asked, when you verify 3 multiple or 9 multiple, don't keep on adding all the numbers. When you are looking for 3 multiple, choose sum of either 2 digits, 2 numbers or 3 numbers, so that it becomes 9. It becomes 3 multiple. And then you can skip that. If you are verifying 9 multiple, choose 1 or more numbers sum. If it becomes 9 or 9 multiple, you can forget about it. Like we did here. మీకు అర్థమైందా ఇందాక చేసింది? B ప్లస్లో 2 వచ్చింది కాబట్టి 7 plus 2, 9. I don't consider 9 now. Forget about it. Next. 2 plus 3 plus 4, 9. Forget about it. Next, remaining 8 plus 8. So A is 1. So like that, you can verify 3 multiple also. Choose 1 or more numbers so that their sum becomes either 3 or 3 multiple. Okay now? Chalo. The price of sunflower oil increased by 16.2 by 3%. By what percentage a family must reduce its consumption of oil without making any change in the budget? Budget in the sense expenditure. Budget in the sense expenditure, right? So now expenditure is constant. Take your own example. Take your own example. Every day you have 100 rupees and you can purchase food items for 100 rupees. If price increases from yesterday to today, will you get more quantity or less quantity? If price increases, you will get less quantity. That means you need to reduce your consumption. Then only expenditure becomes constant. If you eat as much quantity as you ate yesterday, your expenditure will increase. నిన్న ఎంత తిన్నామో ఇవాళ కూడా అంతే క్వాంటిటీ తింటే ఎక్స్పెండిచర్ పెరిగిపోతుంది కదా. But expenditure should be constant. Correct? So you can spend only 100 rupees. Yes? If price increases, consumption should. If price decreases, consumption should. Both are inversely proportional rule. Correct? Now there is a beautiful concept called inversely proportional rule. For always increase of 1 by x, there will be decrease of 1 by x plus 1. For always increase of x by y, there will be decrease of x by x plus y. Here you need to remember only one point. Can you tell me? No. In inversely proportional rule, there is a point that you need to remember. That is very important point. Come on. Numerator constant. Numerator constant. No? No? Anybody else? I don't have much time. Come on. First increase comes followed by decrease. That is very important. You cannot say for always 1 by x decrease, there will be increase of 1 by x plus 1. That is wrong. First increase comes followed by decrease. Are you getting my point? Right. Now, what is 16.2 by 3% in terms of fractional form? 1 by 6. Increase or decrease? Increase or decrease? So for always increase of 1 by 6, there will be decrease of 1 by 7 in the sense 14.2 by 7 percentage. Answer second option. Come on. If you don't remember this, what do you need to do? Okay. Fractional form is 1 by 6 only. Let's start with 6. Denominator 1/6 increasing or decreasing? Then 6 becomes 7, correct? So in order to make the expenditure constant, you need to make 7 to 6, right? 7 should become 6. How much decrease should happen? 1 from 7 percentage into 100. 14.2 by 7 percentage. That's it. Got it? Next. From an external point P, two tangents PA and PB are drawn to a circle touching the circle at A and B. Okay. There is a circle here. Come on. External point P, tangent PA and PB. Correct? Okay. I'm very poor in drawing that, but assume like that. Ikkada touch ayini anukovali ikkada. Okay na? దూరంగా వెళ్ళి అని అనద్దు, టచ్ అయినాయి అనుకోవాలి కొంచెం. నెక్స్ట్ E and F are points on PA and PB. PA, there is a point E here. F is on PB. F is here, respectively, such that EF touches the circle at G. Okay, then I am not supposed to write E and F over there. Yes. Okay. కొంచెం అనుకోండి. This is G and it is E and it is F. So EF touches the circle at point G. PA is 18. Can you tell me if PA is equal to 18, what is PB? Come on. 18 only. So let me write PA is equal to PB, which is equal to 18. Next. PE is equal to 12. PF is equal to 14. Then find the length of E and F. So now look at this. PA is equal to 18, right? Out of 18, already 12 we have. Then A is equal to, come on, 6. Now in PB, which is 18, out of PB, already we have 14. Then remaining value, come on. Now look at this. I'll change the tangent. I will assume my present external point is E. AE and EG both are tangents of equal length, right? Both touches the circle, right? So what must be EG value? 6, correct? Now I'll change again point F. FG and FB both are tangents and both must be of equal length. FG 4. Then what is length of EF? Come on. 10. Got it? Got it? There is another point also you can remember. Length of PA and PB must be equal to perimeter of PEF. PA and PB 18 మాట్లాడాలి. 36 PEF perimeter. Already we have 12 and 14, right? 26 plus X. X is 10. Can you do this question? Come on. A heap of a paddy is in the form of a cone whose base diameter is 5.6 and height is 9.6. What is the total cost of the canvas required to cover the heap at the rate of 150 square per meter? Okay, now it is in the form of heap. మీకు అర్థమై ఉండాలి కదా, విలేజెస్లో రైస్ని అట్లనే కదా ఒక కోన్ షేప్లో వేస్తారు. వేసిన తర్వాత దాన్ని మనం క్యాన్వాస్ తోటి కవర్ చేయాలి, రైట్? దట్ మీన్స్ outer edges only, right? So what is that called? Curved surface area for cone. What is the formula? Pi r l. That gives you the length of the canvas. But we were asked to calculate price. Come on. How much is price? 150. 150. Because pi is there, answer must be, come on, 11 multiple. Can it be first option? Can it be second, third, fourth? Okay, 150 is there, which is a multiple of 3. Answer must be 3 multiple. Can it be second? Can it be second, third, fourth? Second final answer. You don't have to calculate how much is L value also. Radius you know, L calculate చేయాలి కదా. L ఎలా వస్తుంది? అండర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ r square plus h square. You don't have to do that. Okay now. Come on, take this fellow to the other side. Which fellow? Which fellow? Root 2. Yes. So 1 by root 2. Sin 45 degrees is 1 by root 2. That must be equal to sin 2x minus 15. 2x minus 15 must be equal to 45. Minus 15 goes to the other side. 2x is 60. X is. Just go and see the condition. 2x minus 30. 2x 60. 60 minus 15. 45. 45 is greater than 0 and less than 90. Condition satisfied? So comfortably you can go and substitute value in this equation. 45 plus 15. 45 వచ్చింది, x 30 కదా, sorry. 30 plus 15. 45. Cos 45. 1 by root 2. Cos square 1 by 2. Minus cot square 45. 120 plus 15. 135. Cot square 135 can be written as tan 45. Come on. Cot square 135 can be written as tan square 45. Tan 45 square. Answer over minus 1 by 2. Yes. Come on. When you look at this, you should get that idea of using that. What is that? Come on. Cube and then x cube and then y cube form. Yes. To the x in the denominator, what is the prefix? 5 root x. 5 root x. Just what is cube of this? 5 cube. Amma already 5 root x అని ఉంది కదా, ఇది క్యూబ్ చేస్తున్నా, ఎంత వస్తుందో చెక్ చేద్దాం. నెక్స్ట్ వైకి ప్రిఫిక్స్ ఏముంది ఇక్కడ? 7 రూట్ 7. 7 రూట్ 7కి కూడా క్యూబ్ చేస్తే ఏమొస్తుందో చెక్ చేద్దాం. 5 క్యూబ్ ఎంత? 125. రూట్ 5 హోల్ క్యూబ్ అంటే 5 రూట్ 5 అనేనా? 125 5 times 625 or 725? 625, correct. 625 root 5. 7 cube ఎంత? 343. root 7 cube అంటే ఇంటూ 7 root 7 అనేనా? రైట్. ఇక్కడ root 7 ఉంటుంది, 7 into 3 అంటే 1. ఇవే నంబర్స్ ఉన్నాయా ఇక్కడ మనకి? ఒకసారి చెక్ చేసుకోండి. 625 root 5, 2401 root 7. So we can write this entire number as 5 root 5 x whole cube plus 7 root 7 y whole cube divided by 5 root 5 x plus 7 root 7 y. Correct? It is in the form of a cube plus b cube by a plus b. Can you tell me a cube plus b cube form? Come on. Denominator lo a plus b undi kada. So I want to write it in the a plus b form only. A plus B into A square minus AB plus B square, correct? Divided by A plus B. And this gets cancelled. What is A square meaning? Where you know that A is equal to 5 root 5x and B is equal to 7 root 7y. A square 125x square minus A into B 5 into 7 35 root 5 into root 7 root 35 into xy plus B square 7 root 7 whole square. Come on, 343 root 7y. Am I right? Come on. Which is equal to 9p square plus q into root 35xy plus ry square. Amma? Q root 35 xy plus r y square. వస్తున్నా అర్థమైంది మీరు చెప్పాలనుకున్నది. అప్పుడప్పుడు ఎక్కడో పొరపాట్లు జరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. సో ఇన్ ప్లేస్ ఆఫ్ హియర్ వాట్ షుడ్ బి దేర్? 343y square, correct? From this p is equal to q is equal to r is equal to, and you just need to substitute that in this equation 3p plus something something, correct? Can you do that? P 125, Q 35 and R 343. Just need to substitute values there. Ante, okay? Chalo, next. Some amount was lent at 15% per annum, simple interest. After 1 year, 5,500 is repaid and the rest of the amount is repaid at 10% per annum compound interest. If at the end of, this is important, end of third year, interest is 1.5 times of that, the first year interest. Find the amount lent initially. Okay. Now let it be 100%. Is that okay? Of x, correct? Some amount was lent at 15% per annum, simple interest. After 1 year, it becomes 115% of x, correct? Okay. Out of that, after 1 year, 5,500 is repaid. Out of this, 5,500 is paid. This is what the remaining money? Come on. For next time period, when you want to calculate interest, we have to calculate interest on remaining money only. Already 1 year is over. For the rest of the period, interest is calculated at the rate of 10% per annum. Compound interest, correct? If at the end of third year, that means on this, how many more years interest should be calculated? How many more years? 2 years, right? This is after 1 year and we are paying after 3 years. That means 2 more years we have. For 2 years, what is the compound interest at the rate of 10% per annum? 21% of this number is the interest, correct? This is interest that we are paying after third year. Come on. Is 1.5 times of that of first year. This is equal to 1.5 times 3 by 2. 3 by 2 times of what? For first year, what do you need to consider? Principal or amount or interest or the amount installment paid? Come on. Me paade principal. Chadavandi mottam okkasari. If at the end of third year, interest is 1.5 times that of for the first year, what is that they are talking about now? Interest. So for first year, what do you need to take? Interest. First year, how much is the interest? 15% of x. Got it? 3, 7 times, 2, come on, 50 times, 715 times. 805% of X. Correct? Otherwise, you can directly consider percentage also. 805% minus 7 times of 5,500. Don't write it. Next, which is equal to 50 times of 15%. How much is that? 750. When you take that to the other side, 55% is equal to 7 times of 5500. 1% is equal to 700. If 1% is equal to 700, 100% is 70,000. Done?